Hello, beautiful beings. This is Lori and Rowan, surfing Vuzuvaya. Another gorgeous day on the planet. Paradise, because paradise is where I am. Paradise is the place inside me that I have cultivated with which to witness the world. In past experiences, we've talked a lot about our eyes, our filters, what sort of goggles we're wearing. I actually do have I do have rose-tinted glasses, and I choose to see the world with rose-tinted glasses quite a bit because that helps me. But it's really important to not forget how you're looking at the world and to be able to adjust to yourself, to choose to be as objective as possible. Why as objective as possible? There's a very big difference between being objective and being disconnected, right? Being shut down. One of the really interesting things, so this came up recently, there's a lot of people in a lot of physical pain. There's a lot of people that take a lot of ibuprofen. There's a lot of people that take a lot of various painkillers to get by in the world. And there's no shame in that. People do the best that they can. What we do know physically, though, is when you physically disconnect from the signals your body is telling you, it also creates an emotional disconnect. It decreases your empathy. Empathy, empathy, compression, empathy. These are the magic formulas of this age. Empathy and understanding and caring about others is very central to our experience as a species and the success of our endeavors as a species, and to the transformation, to the continued evolution of us on an emotional level. And the fact that not only do things like ibuprofen, but the entire PAM family, clonazepam, lorazepam, Benadryl's in that family, the entire PAM family, and that's not the technical term, but whatever. There's thousands of drugs in this category, and they are some of the most popular drugs in existence. They all decrease empathy. Ooh. And things like Benadryl and Ativan, for instance, now nothing is permanent, okay? Nothing is permanent, but they have a cumulative long-term effect of decreasing empathy in your experience. So why is this? Why is communication with the body so important? Why is listening to what your body tells you so important? I had a really interesting conversation Saturday morning with a really interestingly beautiful being. And I was talking about the difference between is when I've been studying and rehearsing in pre-colonial dance styles here in Mexico. And they're incredible. I really did not know that my feet could move that fast. And that was one of the amazing things, is getting over the mental, right? And one day, and I was, I was talking with Jonathan. Is the same person that leads and teaches that group. And I was like, I feel so energized. We've been dancing for 3 hours, and yet I feel fantastic. I have so much energy. I had no idea that at this point in my life, this expression could be so easy and so powerful and so natural. And he was saying it's because you didn't listen to your mind. Your mind tries to stop you and say, I can't do this. You listen to your heart, and you let your heart speak. And your heart's like, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can. Now, the physical heart is the central force of the body, right? It is 50,000 times more powerful in affecting the body than the brain is. Good job, brain. We love the brain. Monkey. Get some bananas. We'll get to bananas in a moment. So there... It's been a good week. So there is the joy of... okay, so the difference between, and so the other day when I was talking on Saturday morning, when Jonathan and I were talking, I was talking about the importance of listening. That when my mind chatters, my dangerous, so we better stop this right now. That's the mind. Good job, buddy. It's trying to protect us. It's coming from a different place. But the communication with the body is very different. Come to a physical exhaustion end. And this is not time to push myself, because my physical experience, my nervous system is getting to overwhelm, and I need to go, and I need to be alone. I need to lie down. I need to rest. Just like, and that is incredibly important and valuable for my experience, because I created, again, you're no dummy, you're an infinite being. And we created these bodies for a very good reason, and they're brilliant. Look at what you designed. You're fucking incredible. Good job, eh? Good job. So the spirit and the body together, I think, are so much. That is a crude description of the nature of Hepsibula, the marriage of heaven and earth, is the body itself being the earth, the cell in the body of the planet, and heaven being your energetic self. Your heart energy is the body, and at the same time it is the transcendent. It is the spirit in connection. We know again that this is that the heart emits lights. Emits light. Photons. Pew, pew. So let's contemplate this today. It's a beautiful day. It is the beginning of the week. I fucking love Mondays. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I love Mondays. Mondays are a slate white clean. And especially where I am, just had some amazing thunderstorms. Wake up to the clear, fresh air, to the bowls of rainwater on the patio. It's beautiful. And yeah, I like it. New horizons, new possibilities. There is nothing I have ever seen before in my life. I choose to see everything with the new eyes of how I chose to wake up this morning. This is an interesting practice I'd like to suggest to you. And it doesn't mean that you keep pressing sleep on. It doesn't mean you're going to be late. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, because there is no time, especially coming from the place of dreams into physical reality again. It's very floopy. We all know dreams can last for years. When you wake up and it's 2 minutes later, right? Or 2 seconds later. So that's one of those beautiful, slippery, liminal spaces in time-space, right? So when we take, so let's take today, let's take the in-between space. Let's take the space to see, put new glasses on, new framework on, coming from the truth of our bodies, coming from the truth of our hearts and our spirits, our infinite nature, right? And let's allow the mind to relax and to do its job, but in a conscious context where it is encompassed by the rest of us. Let us hold the mind in kindness and compassion and understanding, and let us understand that there's a lot of mind in this world. and that we can have the compassion, and at the same time, we don't have to engage in its chatter. We don't have to buy into its bullshit or support its fears or beliefs in order to be a caring, supportive being. Not fair? In fact, it's a lot more caring and supportive when you hold space for that aspect of yourself. Rather than diving into the fear, diving into the experience with the mind, give the mind its space, give it its support, and give it the bananas that it needs to focus on, you know? Give it, let the heart and the body choose for the mind where it will focus. So let's wax our surfboards with the orientation of knowing that our hearts lead, that our hearts are full of the light and the central sun, that there is a truth expressing itself in us and through us, that that truth encompasses us, right? That light encompasses us. And let us continue with that into the world. Let us choose that as our wardrobe for today, for this week, for this moment, for this breath. This is Lorian Rowan, surfing Vuzuvaya, waxing my surfboard with orientation with my heart and the truth of my body. Love you. Meow. I love you and I'm with you, and I know you're with me because I